Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into something really fundamental for homeowners. Why fixing water drainage problems, like fast, is so important.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in specific areas, say like Ladner or Delta.
That's exactly right. Our goal here is simple. Pull out the key reasons, the benefits of getting drainage repairs done quickly. We're drawing this straight from the source material over on the Pacific Blue Mechanical website, specifically their page, Drainage Repair Services in Ladner Delta, Expert Solutions.
Okay.
And we want to break it down almost like explaining it to a third grader to show you why this matters right now for your home.
Got it. So it's got that local angle for Ladner and Delta, but the lessons here are pretty universal, wouldn't you say? I mean, Pacific Blue Mechanical, the company behind this info, they serve a wider area too. White Rock, Richmond, Surrey, Vancouver.
Absolutely. The principles apply everywhere.
So let's unpack it. First big question for you, the listener. How do you even know you have water trouble brewing?
Well, the source material actually makes it pretty straightforward. You need to keep an eye out for a few things. Water draining really slowly, maybe in your sink or shower. That's one.
Slow drains. Okay.
Any unpleasant smells coming from drains, like musty or sewage-like odors, that's another sign.
Yeah.
And maybe the most obvious one. Big puddles sticking around in your yard long after the rain stops.
Right. Those puddles seem harmless, but the source highlights how ignoring them, well, that leads to bigger issues, doesn't it?
It really does. If water just sits there, that's called water stagnation.
Yeah.
It doesn't just make your yard soggy. It can actually start to damage things around your house, even seep down and mess with the foundation.
Wow.
Yeah. And the experts at Pacific Blue Mechanical really stress this for places like Ladner and Delta, where, local conditions might make homes even more vulnerable to that kind of water damage if the drainage isn't working right.
Okay, so that's the why worry part. Let's get to the why fix it fast part, the
Okay.
benefits. This is where it gets really interesting, based on the website.
Exactly. The source breaks it down into 3 huge wins for acting quickly. First up, health and safety.
Health. How does drainage connect to health?
Well, poor drainage means dampness, and damp, stagnant areas are perfect breeding grounds for mold and mildew. Breathing that stuff in, not good for anyone's respiratory health. So fixing the drainage helps keep your indoor air quality safe.
It makes sense.
Okay.
Benefit number 1, healthier home. What's next?
Next is cost savings, protecting your money. This is pretty logical, actually.
Right. Fix small now or pay big later.
You nailed it. Ignoring a maybe simple clog or a small leak now could mean you're facing a massive bill for a full system replacement down the road. Those emergency repairs, they always cost more. Timely fixes save you serious money in the long run.
Avoid the budget-breaking disasters. Got it. And the third benefit?
The third one is all about making your home look good, basically. Property value.
Curb appeal.
Good drainage means no swampy lawn, no eroded pathways, no water damage staining your foundation walls. It keeps your landscaping healthy and your property looking sharp.
Which is super important if you're thinking about selling, especially in competitive areas like, Ladner and Delta mentioned in the source.
Definitely boosts that property value. And, the Pacific Blue Mechanical site mentions how professionals approach this. They often use tech like special cameras to see inside the pipes underground.
Oh, cool. So they can pinpoint the exact problem without tearing everything up.
Sort of, yeah. It helps them diagnose correctly the first time. And they usually offer warranties too, which gives you peace of mind.
That's good to know. So what kind of actual solutions do these experts, like the ones mentioned on the site, recommend?
Well, they talk about practical stuff. Things like regularly cleaning your gutters. That's a big one. Ensure your yard has the right slope or grading, so water naturally flows away from the house.
Okay.
And when they do repairs, using strong modern materials like PVC or those HDPE pipes, they last way longer than older materials.
Right, so it's not just fixing, it's upgrading sometimes. And what about prevention? How do we stay ahead of these issues?
Yeah, prevention is key. The experts, again drawing from that Pacific Blue Mechanical source, suggest regular checkups, like maybe twice a year. Inspect your drainage system. Pay attention to things like French drains or catch basins if you have them.
So be proactive.
Exactly. That proactive approach, they argue, really extends the life and health of your whole property.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway here? It sounds like timely drainage repair isn't just about fixing a little leak or stopping a bad smell.
Not at all. It's really fundamental. It's about making sure your home, your biggest investment, probably stays safe, holds its value, and is actually a healthy place for you and your family to live. That's the core message we pulled from the Pacific Blue Mechanical Insights today.
A crucial piece of home maintenance, then.
Definitely. And here's something to think about, a final thought for you. The source material briefly mentions something called trenchless repair technology.
Trenchless, meaning no big ditch dug in your yard.
Pretty much, yeah. They fix pipes from the inside, often without major excavation. So, knowing that these less invasive solutions exist, how might that change how you think about planning, maybe even budgeting, for routine maintenance versus just, waiting for a big, messy, expensive emergency?
That's a really interesting point. Planning ahead versus reacting. Lots to consider there.